Wisconsin Huddle is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Welcome to Buck and Honeys in Monona. I'm Zach Hanley, along four-time Big Ten champ and national champion Lauren Barnes, and this is Wisconsin Huddle. Lauren, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So obviously, three-time Big Ten champ at Wisconsin. The fourth, where's that ring?
It's from Minnesota. We keep it a little hidden.
Good. Well, speaking of winning, Wisconsin volleyball ended their regular season with a statement, sweeping Nebraska to hand the #1 team in the country their first loss of the season. And then they followed that up with another sweep on Senior Day against Iowa. The Badgers enter the NCAA tournament as the #3 overall seed and the top seed in their region of the bracket. And they know there's still work to be done to raise another banner.
Like everybody's saying that it's time to dance, and I feel like it's special season, you know? It's special season because you only get one chance and you realize how important the attitude of just one game at a time is.
New season mindset, you know, it's not the same as what it was in the Big Ten. It's kind of like a reset, so kind of taking that and chipping away each match at a time, not looking who's ahead or what's to come next, but really handling what's right in front of us.
We're going to talk about the NCAA tournament later, but beating Nebraska the way that they did, what does that say about where this team's at right now?
Gosh, it just shows how much they're firing on all cylinders. They're definitely not at their peak. Their peak is going to be the national championship, but they're in a really good spot to go far in this tournament and make a good run.
Well, a big part of Wisconsin's success this season has been the Badger block. UW has outblocked their opponent 27 times in the regular season. Huge reason for that has been the play of C.C. Crawford, who joined the 500 block club against Iowa.
Serves to the right back at Iowa. Hawkeyes throw it to the left on the set. Buechner rejected. Big Bucky block. It's Crawford and Robinson. And now CC's up over 500 career blocks.
And now it's time for our Menards Player of the Month, and what a November Sarah Franklin has had. In 8 matches, the outside hair, get this, put up crazy numbers. Franklin finished with 127 kills on 322 swings. If you're doing the math, that's a hitting percentage of 394. Is that good?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Pretty
it's
good.
okay. The Player of the Month is brought to you by our friends at Menards. Lauren, what makes Sarah so special?
Gosh, just how good of an all-around player she is. Everyone sees she has to play in the back row, so she has to be able to pass, defend, but then when she's in the front row, she has to be able to block and hit, but just that she has so many tools kind of in her toolkit. That's what we always say. That's what kind of Kelly would always tell our hitters. Like, you have to have more than one shot. You have to be able to put the ball in a lot of places.
All right, well, now it's time for our Quickie Quiz sponsored by Quick Trip. I'm going to give you 3 questions. You got to get 2 right, so we all get a free drink from Quick Trip. Let's test your knowledge of Wisconsin volleyball history. Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right. Number 1. She rewrote the history books during her time in Madison. She was a 5-time first-team All-American and is the program's career leader in hitting percentage, blocks, and points. Was a former roommate. Who is this Badger?
Dana Retke.
Correct. All right, 1 for 1. All right, number 2. During your time as a Badger, you went 27-1 at the Fieldhouse against conference opponents. Don't want to bring up bad memories, but who was the lone Big Ten team to beat you at home?
Purdue.
Purdue is correct. But that year, you won the national championship.
Yes, we did.
So 2 for 2. All right, let's shoot for perfection. This Badger, I think you know her well, is the only player to win back-to-back Bring It awards. Who is this Badger?
I believe that was me.
Lauren Barnes is correct. Okay. What is the Bring It award?
There's a really long definition that I don't have memorized, but kind of long story short, it's just the person that really resembles and exemplifies just the hard work and grittiness that is to be a Badger.
Well, you brought it during our quickie quiz. 3 out of 3, so we're all going home with a free drink from Quick Trip. And don't go anywhere. More from Buck and Honeys after the break.
Hey everybody, Jared from Stark on the Beltline, proud sponsor of Wisconsin Huddle. We're small enough to give you great customer service, but big enough to help you find the pre-owned vehicle that fits your needs. Stark on the Beltline, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Get 4 Arby's Classic Roast Beef Sandwiches for just $10. That's 1 for now, 1 after that, 1 to celebrate the first 2, and 1 more because that's how many 4 is. Arby's, we have the meat.
At Bullitt Health System, we believe it is important for you to know your specialist. Dr. Jamie France is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon dedicated to getting you back to living your life through leading-edge technology and world-class care with the least amount of downtime. Dr. France works here. He lives here. He is part of your community and enjoys family time on the ice, providing exceptional care to you. Know your specialist. Exceptional people, exceptional care.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
I like to think giraffe. It's not just about the height thing, but I mean, I like to think there's certain characteristics that they're just going. They're free roaming.
Probably, I don't know, a cat, because I kind of like don't react to things very much, and if I do, it's like not fun. So
I'd probably say a hippo. Because you wouldn't expect much from them, but they're really dangerous animals.
I would say a porcupine. I feel like I kind of have a rough surface on the outside. I look intimidating, but I'm really soft on the inside and sweet and nice, so.
That's a good question. I would say my spirit animal is a dolphin. Just kind of like a free-spirited animal, and I like the ocean, so.
I started to like cats. That was interesting because I've never liked cats, but they're super intriguing. They have their own paths, and you just have to explore them. So. I wanna myself have a cat, and I feel like I would say cat for now. Like a sweeter cat, I think. No, like brown, you know. Yeah.
And welcome back to Buck and Honeys in Monona. Now, before the season started, Wisconsin traveled overseas to Europe for a foreign tour that included stops in Turkey, Slovenia, Italy, and Switzerland, where the Badgers not only competed on the court, but they explored and learned different cultures and new foods. It was their first trip since 2019. You were on the team back then. You went. What was that experience like, and how did it help you on the court during that season?
It was awesome, just to be able to explore another country, especially with all your built-in best friends and your coaches. That in itself was awesome. But for me, it was pretty special because that was my first year. On Wisconsin. That was my first summer training, so it was a good way to kind of really meet the girls, train with them, learn how they play a little bit.
All right, well, one of this year's stops was in Turkey, the hometown of Gülce Gültekin, otherwise known as Gigi. So, Lauren, good at spelling or bad at spelling?
Bad.
Bad? Okay, well, good luck with this. Can you spell Gigi's full name?
I think I can do the first. That's G-U-L-C-E, right?
Yep.
The last is what's going to get me. Can you say it again?
Guccikin.
G-U-T-I-K-E-N?
G-U-C-T-E-K-I-N. Of course, right?
Close
You're
enough.
close. So you did okay. Let's see how some of her current teammates did with the spelling of Gulce Guccikin.
G-U-L-C-E. G-U-T-C-H-K-E-N. Am I close?
Okay. G-U-L-G-E. G-U... Gooch. C-T-E-K-E-N. How close was I? Ah! All right. Gigi, forgive me. G-U-L-C-E. G-U-L-C-T-E-K-E-N. Close. Oh, all right.
G-U-L-C-E. G-U-L-K-E-C-T-I-N. No, I'm sorry, Gigi.
G-U-L-C-E. G-U-C-T-E-K-I-N. Yes.
Wisconsin Huddle is brought to you by Gruber Law Offices, Buck and Honey's, Iron Jock, Ellenbox Cheese, West Bend Mutual Insurance, and Team Lammy, NIL experts.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Enjoy Buck and Honey's before, during, or after the big game. Buck and Honey's restaurants voted Best of Madison and celebrating Wisconsin hospitality in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, and new in Mount Horeb.
Hey, Packers fans, how about celebrating the Packers season in a new 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss? Hey, kick off your winning season with Quick Rewards Packers Points, only from Quick Trip. For every $1 you spend with Quick Rewards, you'll earn a Packers Point. Then with your Quick Rewards app, spend points for your chance to win amazing prizes throughout the season. Your winning season starts at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards Packers Points. See quicktrip.com/sweepstakes for details.
Save big money right now at Menards. Cut the cord and turbocharge your next project with Bosch cordless power tools. They're designed to tackle the toughest jobs. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Faster charging speeds, longer run times, and lasting durability. Pick up this 18-volt compact drill kit for $98.97. Cut the cost without cutting corners and grab the 18-volt cordless circular saw or reciprocating saw, now just $99 each at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
It's tournament time, and it's hard to find another team more successful than Wisconsin has been in the last decade. Under Kelly Sheffield, the Badgers have been to the Sweet 16 10 times, made 4 trips to the Final Four, and won it all, of course, in 2021. The road back to the top starts at home, a place where UW just doesn't lose. In their last 57 matches at the Fieldhouse, they've won 55, including a perfect 13-0 this season.
Fieldhouse is such a special place to play in. Not a lot of people get to play in front of 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 fans every day, and we do, and it's so loud. Like the last 2 matches have been extremely loud where I can barely hear the next person. And so I don't think teams really have experienced that, and that home court advantage means a lot.
Badger Extra columnist Jim Polzin is back with us, but Lauren, I'm going to start with you. What makes playing in the Fieldhouse so tough?
Gosh, just the atmosphere. Kind of everyone in the gym's against the opposing team, but that's what benefits us, is everyone there is there for the Wisconsin team. But it's an intimidating atmosphere, especially these first few rounds. Not many of those teams have played in front of that big of a crowd.
Yeah, well, under Sheffield, you can pretty much guarantee Wisconsin reaching at least the Sweet 16. They're 10 for 10 on Sweet 16 appearances. Jim, how has this program been so successful over the last decade?
Starts with talent, obviously. I think Kelly's able to go out and get kind of the best of the best, but I think more importantly than that is he finds the right fits. Culture is a big word we use in sports, and I think he's found that over and over and over. I think it shows, and Lauren could speak to this, in the amount of players that transfer from one Big Ten school to Wisconsin. They see how it works. They clearly like what they see, and they come here and, by all accounts, like it here.
We talked when you were playing. The tough non-conference schedule gets you ready for the Big Ten schedule, which, of course, gets you ready for the tournament. But I've been told the practices sometimes are tougher than the matches.
Yeah, it's awesome, but it's also tough. You go in every day, and the days that you have your scrimmages, it's like you said, it's like a Big Ten match.
Jim, for this team to make a run, besides Sarah Franklin, who has to come out swinging?
I think I'd go with Anna Smrek. I mean, we saw with this team, they struggled a little bit when she was out of the lineup. She is such a force in the middle, so big, so powerful, such a great compliment to Sarah Franklin. So I think if she can stay healthy, it just gives this team such a big boost.
Hey, Lauren, you won a natty. I'm a little disappointed you didn't bring the ring, but that's okay. Does this team have what it takes to win a national championship?
100%.
Why?
Yeah. They just have everything going right now.
Yeah.
Everything's firing, and they just, from their passing and their defense, I always give credit to them. I feel like everyone can watch the hitters, the big-time hitters, but that first contact's awesome, but then also they just have an immense amount of weapons in the front row. Coming in now, we talk about Anna Smrek and Sarah Franklin, but, I mean, you have Cece, you have Carter, you have Devin, you have Temmie. Worst comes to worst, you have Yulia if she needs to play. She needs to hit again, but just a lot of weapons.
Yeah, same thing for you, Jim.
Yeah, I think the Nebraska match last week convinced me. Not only the third set where I thought they dominated, but the first two sets where they were on the edge, both those sets, and just showed a tremendous amount of resiliency. That kind of showed me that, hey, when they're healthy, they can beat anyone in the country. They're probably going to have to go to Nebraska again, let's face it, but I think they can do that.
Well, now's a good time to remind you to give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and X to stay up to date with all things Wisconsin Huddle. And be sure to check out our website, too, at wisconsin-huddle.com. We've got to take a quick break. More from Buck and Honey's in Monona after this.
Attention Wisconsin residents. If you're looking for individual or family dental coverage and want a dental plan that fits your needs, Momentum Insurance can help. We are a locally owned Madison-based insurance company and a trusted provider of all dental insurance needs with friendly, helpful customer service and high value in coverage and cost. To learn more or enroll, visit our website, MomentumPlans.com. That's MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Plans, dental insurance you can smile about.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Okay, Floor & Decor, show me what you've got. This house says spa day all day, but this modern look is so me. How's that for on trend and on budget?
At Floor & Decor, with our high-quality selection at everyday low prices, your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor today.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
And welcome to this week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. I'm Zach Hanley. He's Tanner Mordecai. We're going to play some checkers.
3, 2, 1. Here we go!
Let's go, baby.
Got it! Come on! Man!
Tanner, when's the last time you played checkers?
I have no idea. It's
Been a long
while.
time?
I think I played my nephew a couple years ago.
Let's see how this goes. You can go first. All right, so when you're not playing football, that's a bad move. When you're not playing football, when you're not at the facility, how do you spend your time?
Depending on what time of year it is here. In the summer, I was playing lots of golf. In the winter, I try to play video games or go to movies or something like that.
What's your video game of choice?
Call of Duty usually. It's kind of fallen off, but I'm not making any great moves here.
My goal is for a stalemate. We know you're a big golfer. Chim has talked about how good you are. How did you get into the game of golf?
COVID. I went home. There was nothing else to do, and I picked up golf, and then I kind of just fell in love with it. So I started playing all the time. Chim definitely likes to boost my ability. There's no doubt. But yeah, me and Chim have a lot of fun playing. We played probably too many rounds this summer.
We could call it a draw.
I got far less black ones over here.
Okay. All right. As long as I'm not going to push it. I won't push it, but I'll take the win. I'll take the win. Well, for Tanner Mordecai, I'm Zach Hanley. We'll have more Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed next week.
Wisconsin Huddle is brought to you by Gruber Law Offices, Buck and Honey's, Iron Jock, Ellen Box Cheese, West Bend Mutual Insurance, and Team Lammy, NIL experts.
There is no off season. It's hard work day in and day out. It's pushing your limits, competing, and never, ever giving up. College football is back, and I'm ready to have a special year.
Lots of insurance companies make promises about how much you can save if you switch over to them. Well, here's our promise. With the West Bend policy, you can save everything, every memory, every detail, everything you've worked so hard for. Once it comes time to actually make a claim, a cheap insurance policy can really cost you. Why not protect everything that matters with a policy from West Bend? Because the worst brings out our best.
Don't get blindsided by the holidays. Get the perfect gift for friends and family. Just go to ellenboxcheese.com to order from their wide variety of gift boxes. Check out all that flavor. And they can be shipped anywhere.
Oh, it's an Ellen Box Cheese gift box. Best gift ever.
Do not forget your Ellen Box.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
the answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They say it's luck.
Braylon Allen making a change from DB to running back. The 17-year-old has rushed for more than 1,200 yards this season.
Sure, maybe it's luck.
He's on the
welcome back to Buck and Honeys in Monona. Now, earlier in the season during a match, a ball came right at Kelly Sheffield and his reflexes kicked in and he passed it. Or so he thought. Here's what his team said of the attempt in pass or fail.
You know what? Overall, it doesn't seem to be extremely poor when it comes to the technique layer. The only thing I would improve is the width of the stance. That would probably make this pass a little bit more stable, you know, predictable. Also, there wasn't really the footwork. We could work on that.
You know, definitely is not. He's very straight on. He needs to pick a side and get out of his body line and perhaps widen his stance a bit more so that he can stay balanced. But I like how he held his finish at the end. That was pretty good.
His right leg's too far back. He needs to pick a side too. He doesn't pick a side early enough. He takes the ball straight on.
I feel like A-, positive reinforcement, but A-.
I'd give him like a B-.
Okay, well, Wisconsin doesn't do like A plus A-. They do like A, B, so I would say it's like a B, B, C.
Okay, Lauren, how would you grade Kelly Sheffield's pass?
It's okay. I'll give him credit for his reflexes. I mean, those were pretty quick, but he's got a pretty aggressive lead leg. It's kind of, he told us a lot, just a little bit of a lead leg, and he's not really using his legs. You're supposed to use your legs a little bit, help lift the ball. His platform's pretty good, though. His arms are straight, so I'll give him that.
So straight arms, good reflexes, but so, what, like a C, a D? What do we think?
We'll give him a C+.
C+?
Hovering on a B-.
Oh, okay.
Hovering.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
B-. I think he'll take that. Well, that's it for this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Be sure to join us next week at our live taping on Monday, December 4th at a brand new location, Buck and Honeys in Mount Horeb, starting at 6:30. For Lauren Barnes, I'm Zach Hanley. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Wisconsin Huddle was brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.